Hello, everybody. How are you? I'm so excited to be here doing an energy forecast for December, or I should say for the end of the year. So I hope all of that recorded. If not, I'm going to say hello again. So, hello, everybody. I'm doing an energy forecast for the end of the year and a little bit also with what's coming up for next year. So, stay tuned for that. I have been receiving lots of energies and messages this past few days. So I hadn't done anything. I'm just looking on my phone to see because you guys know it doesn't show me people on the laptop a lot of times. So I just want to make sure if I see you. Okay. So I've been receiving a lot of different messages, and here's what's coming up for the end of the year when we're closing everything up, where we're gathering all of our energy to end this fiscal year and moving on to the next year. Like, what is the energy that's showing up? And the energy that what they're showing me is this super huge wave with you riding on the top. So the energy has a lot of power, a lot of potential for anything and everything that you're giving your attention to. And I know this feels like, hey, I've been saying this like over and over, but that is the energy. The energy, what they're showing me is you on the top of this wave, like riding this wave, but your eyes are on the horizon. You're like this, right? And you're like looking ahead, and you're not aware or not paying attention to anything around you. Then you're not paying attention to what's right at the end of where the beach is or where the land is. You're seeing way over, and that's the energy. The energy is keep your focus on where it is that you're going and give your attention to the parts that you want. The other thing that they're showing me is like these blinders, right? So when you are, let's say you're on this big wave and you're riding this wave, you're not really distracted because you need to be paying attention to where you're going and how to ride it and the end result, right? Where you're going to land, so to speak. And that's what they're showing me for you at this time to end the year with what is the best thing for you. And here's something else that's showing up. What's showing up is a lot of people are doing December energies, end of the year energies, and 2025 energies, like what's coming, predictions, and all the stuff. And that's all fine. But this is the part that is not as fine, at least with me or with my energy. And that is that there's a lot of people or videos out there that are talking about things that are chaotic, things being lifted, what do you call that? And I'm seeing it in my mind. I'm trying to translate it to you. Events, weather events, right? Lots of weather events and things that are moving things and disrupting what we have. And what is showing is that a lot of those things, all of those predictions, yeah, they have the potential of becoming true or becoming real in your reality when and if you take that as your truth. So what that means is if you're if you're watching a video, if you're watching a prediction, an astrology, whomever it is, somebody that you like, right? And you're watching it and they're talking about floods and disruptions and chaos and blah, 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 anything like that, and is installing some type of direction of like where we're going, where we're going to end this year and where we're going to go next year, and you're buying into that, and you're either putting your own energy as in like that's fearful or I don't know how that feels for me, then you are creating that, whatever it is that you're putting your attention to, as your reality. So we're being called to, again, like I showed you at the beginning, that you are on this wave, and you're just looking ahead at your truth, whatever is truth for you, and whatever it is that you want to be your truth. So you don't want to put your attention to things that you're not liking or that instill fear in you. You want to put your attention on where you actually want to go. Does that make sense? So I hope that that's helping. What else? Let's see. Yeah. So when you're looking at and listening to any other prediction, if you like what it says, and by the way, he's showing me here there are 2 comments, but I only see my own comments. So if you just wrote something, it's not showing up, and it's not showing up on my cell phone either. So hello, whomever you are, and I apologize for that. And oh, it's you, Wade. There it is. Okay, so it showed up finally on my cell phone. I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm so happy you're here. So if you watch something and you feel like, oh, that's amazing, that's great. For example, there's a lot of predictions of a lot of people waking up. I feel that that's true for me as well. Like, that's what I'm seeing on my timeline, right? A lot of people waking up, a lot of people becoming aware, a lot of people needing to be guided somehow, because it's scary when you first wake up, right? It's scary to feel these things. So when you're listening to this and you're like, oh yeah, that's good, that's great, I love it, I like it, then what are you doing? You're putting your energy in it, and you are making that prediction, whomever's prediction that is, true for you also. Just because you're putting your attention in it and you're believing in it. So you're making it a reality for you because you are putting your attention into it. However, if you see something that instills fear in you and you also buy into it, as in like, oh no, that's going to happen, and what should I do? And, like, get, what do you call it? Start stocking up on stuff, or even moving, because like people are like moving out of places. If you hear like a scratching, that's my dog trying to get in. So funny. Okay. And I kicked him out because he's disruptive. Okay. So if that is what you're putting your attention to, then that also becomes your reality. And as I said at the very, very beginning, and I'm going to repeat it again because it seems really important, you are right now able to jump on this wave. Actually, the wave is just going to pick you up. You don't even have to be looking for it or jump on it. It's just going to pick you up, and then it's giving you the energy, the possibility for you to arrive wherever it is that you want, and whatever it is that you want is where you're putting your attention to. So this is the time for you to really, really go within. This is where meditation comes in, guys. This is where automatic writing comes in. This is where stop looking at other people for answers and going within to find your own truth, your own answer. What is it that you want, right? What do you want? Not what these people are telling me I need to do or is best for me, but what is it that I want, my soul, right? Not being dissuaded by the fear of those around you, right? So there's people around you who may be like really against this type of stuff, spirituality, energy, all of those things, because it scares them. And if that's in your present life, it's going to keep you from shining your light, or from going within and hearing and seeing what it is that you're really able to do, your capabilities, where you want to go, and really what is it that you want to see in the world, in your world, right? This is your world you're creating. So as you begin to go within and feel, what is it that I align with? What is it that I would like to see? What is it that I want to create in my reality, right? And this is about you. And then you get that clarity. You're on top of that wave. You're looking all the way ahead to like, yes, that's the goal. That's where I'm headed. That's where I'm going. And then you are not touched or bothered by anything that happens around you. So if you're on top of the wave and things are happening, chaos or destructions or whatever it is that you may not like, and it's happening right at the bottom of this wave, you're on top, and you remain on top, going to the place that you want to go, because you are doing the inner work, which is the meditation, raising your frequency, aligning your chakras, your energy centers, being able to really decide what it is that you want, without all the talk of anyone else, including myself, right? So I'm including myself in this. If this is not resonating with you, then this is not for you. If it resonates a little bit, then go within. Which parts of what I heard are actually aligned with me, right? So you really have to go back to you. The power is within you, for you. The power is within me, for me. What I'm seeing, what I'm feeling, what I'm perceiving, what I'm sharing is my reality. What I'm seeing as a possibility for me, right? I'm just going to see if I can refresh my cell phone, because if I refresh my laptop, then the live will end. And see, because I see there are more than one comment, yet it's only showing me one. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, I believe it's what I want. What is it that you want? Okay, I'm not sure what it is. Maybe there's something in the middle that I cannot see. But I think there's like some text next to it. I have to look at that afterwards. So I'm just going to continue with the transmission here. So it's really important for you to go within on a daily basis. And what I was also shown is that because so many people are becoming aware, waking up, you can call it, or doing the work themselves and becoming really aware of what you probably already are, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Then a lot of us new people who are just waking up may not be able to decipher what is real for them and what isn't. And let me explain about this. There's going to be a lot of energy, a lot of people sending their energy out. And a lot of the stuff that we're going to be seeing, as in social media, TV, TikTok, whatever it is, and even your friends are maybe hearing one thing, and you've seen evidence of this before, and they may act upon it without actually having the full story, right? So we have seen this. We have seen this so many times where like people say, oh, this happened. And then a whole mob of people gets angry at this one comment about this one thing that happened. Yet that wasn't the full story. And the full story actually wasn't what got everybody upset. But the people get upset and then they act upon that without actually knowing the truth. This is going to happen so much more coming on in the next year because there are so many more people waking up and becoming aware. So that's why for you, for me, it is super important to really go within, go deep within you. What is it that you feel is the truth? What is it that you want to see as your truth, your reality, so that you can decipher what's real and not. So that when you can see something, you can see a statement. What was it? There was this whole thing over the summer with this female who was in the Olympics, and the statement was, she's not really a female and she's a male. And then the whole internet was really angry and pouring out their energy on that. After all that, there was another article saying, actually, this person has always had elevated, blah, 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 but they were born, as a female. And it's like, oh, so it debunked all of that. And then he came back like, no, actually, it's like, you see that? It's like going back and forth where we don't even know what's truth, what's the real thing, what is actually happening. We don't really know because there's so much power in the emotion that it evokes amongst the people, like as a collective, that takes over what is actually truth. And then people act upon whatever it is that they're hearing or seeing as truth in that moment without really knowing for sure that that's the truth. And that keeps on happening. So when you go within and tune in to what is my truth, what feels right for me, right? And I'm not saying to tune into things like this because they really have nothing to do with you in your own reality, but I was just using that as an example, right? That's how you're going to be able to tell what out there, what you're seeing is actually your truth or not, and what allows you to put your energy that is actually going to be something helpful for you and your reality of what you are creating. Does that make sense? I'm going to talk a little bit more about this month that, is already the 10th of December, and the portal of 1212 is coming up in 2 days. That is going to be a super huge portal of new coding coming into our bodies. And I was talking to a client earlier, and some of this stuff was coming out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I should have done should have the live first, because now this information is coming out in session because I haven't spoken and it's just flowing out of me. So we have our bodies with whatever codings we were born in. And then over from the eclipse that we had in March, we began to receive a lot of downloads. Everyone began to receive downloads. See it as a laptop and you're upgrading it. So you're putting a new program into the laptop, right? That's the new program. So we were receiving lots of new programmings in our bodies since the eclipse, right? From that time on, several months, we have been receiving all of these new downloads, upgrades, whatever you want to call it. And then they remain in our body because our body needs to receive them and ground them and get used to them before they can be activated. And then around, what's this, August? Around August, they started to become active. So imagine just a laptop or a computer, and you put a new program in, and it's just there, and now you have to run the program for it to run on your computer, right? So from like August on, these new codings have been activating little by little, one by one within our bodies. And because we're all different, they activate differently in us, meaning we become aware or are able to do different things than each other. So like one of the activations for me might have been that now I can really see the auras in different bright colors. And for the person sitting next to me, it might be that now they can hear voices from a different realm, right? So depending on who you are, these are activations that you have been receiving slowly through these months within our bodies as all of these new energies are coming through. It has to do with the planet alignments. It has to do with the portals that are opening. It has to do with the solar flares. All of those things are things that are allowing our bodies to receive and activate new codings and new abilities. That's the remembrance of what we're able to do. Now, on the portal of 1212, we're going to begin to receive new coding that was never within our bodies, our human bodies, in the history of our existence as a people. So we have been living and growing and functioning with the codings that we've had. You've heard about DNA, activating your DNA, activating the sleepers, all of those things. All of that is what has been happening. But now, this new portal of 1212 is actually bringing something else onto the body that was never seen before. We didn't have access to this before. So see it as this is the analogy that came through earlier when I was with my client. Imagine you're making a cake. And so while you're making a cake, you have all of the ingredients, the bowl, the oven, all the things, right? And the new downloads that you started receiving in March were like, hey, if you put this many eggs, then you get something fluffier. Or if you beat it this way, then you'll have a more moist cake, right? And so the activation is the knowledge or the awareness that, if I do it this way, now it comes out that way. Okay, so I'm just doing like a parallel. But these are items that we already knew about, that we've had the eggs, we had the flour, we had all of these items to create a cake, right? Now the new thing that's coming up from 1212 on that portal, it would be something like, let's say, hey, and did you know that if you put this pink plasma on it, it will cook in 30 seconds and you don't need to use the oven anymore, right? So that would be something like, what is that? I'm not saying that that's what it is. They're just giving me the analogy of something that is completely out of the blue, like completely for us made up, like impossible. That's not possible. We don't have the technology for that. We don't have the means. We don't have the how. because we were not aware of it, because it's not within our bodies. But these are the types of codes that are going to be coming into our bodies from the portal of 1212 that are going to have huge aha moments, huge ways of being able to see things differently, because we will be receiving new things that we didn't have before. I hope this is making sense. Let me know in the comments if it's not, or if you need more clarity. I might do another one of this to explain further, because this is very fresh for me as well as I'm receiving it. So there's going to be huge technology upgrades, not just for us, the human body, but technology outside. So everything is just going to be like, imagine 2025 is going to be the year of a lot of advancement everywhere, for like disease and healthcare and how we do things and energy and water and all kinds of things. All of these things are going to be coming out now and being available to us without them being pushed down or hijacked. They're saying the word hijacked because so many new things that have been discovered throughout the years were like hijacked and then put away, and then nobody gets to know about this, and now they're all resurfacing again, like the grounding mattress or things like that, right? Like all ancient things that have happened, but then they were like, no, you can't use that, because then the people who control these things would not be making the money, right? So these things have been hidden. So a lot is going to be like an explosion of new technology, new upgrades, new things that we're able to realize, know, become aware of, receive within our bodies that were not available before. So this is coming, and it's all coming after 1212 or from 1212. That's the portal. It's a huge, really important, really powerful portal. And what you can do in order to prepare for that is go within. Go within, meditate, take care of your body, drink, sleep, drink water, drink water, hydrate, sleep, rest, allow your body to rest, do the things that bring you joy, be out in nature, meditate. I know I said it like twice already. Write things out, that the thoughts, the ideas that are coming through, become really aware of what's coming up for you, so that your body can be ready to receive these new upgrades that are coming through. And then from there on, the year 2025 seems, from what I'm feeling here, to be a really amazing year, leading up to more and more beautiful things. Ease of things, discoveries of things, availability of things, abundance of things. Like it feels like it's the beginning of all of these new things. You can see also the planets all aligning with the parts of action and discovery and innovation. So all of these things are showing up for us coming through in the year 2025. You notice that I did not say, because that's not what I'm feeling, anything about destruction or movement, which I have said before, but this time is coming out in a different way. And this is one of the reasons. And I'm going to say it as simple as I can, and hopefully it lands with you. And if not, please leave it in the comments. I'm just trying to see if they will upgrade on my cell phone to see if there's any more comments. Okay, and say hi if you're here. So this is your reality. You're living in a simulation created by you, for you, your reality. So only the things that you really want to see in your world is what you will create for you and for those around you, right? Why? Because it's your reality, and it includes everyone that you created in your own reality. So when you're seeing things that are like, oh, this is going to happen, and you're like, yeah, that might be true for them. It's not true for me. It's not true in my reality. It's true in that reality. So see it as like a different channel, right? Like you're watching TV and it's like, this could happen. Okay, I don't like that, so I'm not going to put energy there. I actually prefer this other one, where everything's happening really rapidly. beautifully, harmoniously. The abundance, the love, the health for everyone is already here for me, if that's what you choose to, right? That's what I choose. And so then you begin to see only that. And going back to the very beginning of this channeling, where I saw and I share with you, you being on top of this wave that just picks you up and it takes you, and you're like this, looking all ahead, but you're not worried or paying attention to what's happening right here, right? You see a big wave and the wave is crashing down and you're still on the top, you're fine. You're perfect. You're traveling really quickly and you're looking ahead to where it is that you want to go, where your attention is going, what you want to create. And if the wave crashes and it creates destruction below you, because you're not paying attention to that, because you're focusing on you and where you're going and the beauty of all the people that you're seeing ahead with you, then that reality isn't yours. It doesn't happen for you. Or it might be something that seems kind of distant for you, kind of like watching a TV show that is not really real, so you don't feel bad about it. But it doesn't touch you in the way that it would if you would be putting all of your attention into like that terrible calamity just happened. Does that make sense? So it's all about that. It's all about activating your heart space, your chakra. And I've done a lot of healings of this on this, and I believe I'm going to be doing an actual healing for this with you guys before the end of the year, so that you can gather that energy of like what it feels like to activate your heart, so that you can expand that and that energy to everyone else, and allow yourself to feel what it is that you want to feel. So here's something else that's coming through, and it came through before and it just wasn't coming through in a way that I could speak it in language that you can understand. But when you hear and see all of these predictions, pick the ones that feel good. Even if it's one person that's giving you 10 predictions and 9 of the things you don't like, but one of them do, choose that one. Oh yes, that one is aligned with me. I like that one. I'm going to listen to that one. I'm going to give attention to that one. Yet all the other ones that the same person was talking about that did not align with you, you didn't like them, it didn't feel good with you, you can let them go. You can just literally do this. Nope, nope, not for me, not for me, not for me. Oh, that one. Yes, I'll take that one. Thank you. Put my energy on that one. Okay, because you're creating your own reality. You are creating your own reality. So it doesn't matter what thousands of people, of psychics and healers are saying that this is going to happen in this year. If you don't like that story, you can change that story, because you create your own reality. You don't have to buy into that reality if you don't like it, if it scares you, if it feels uncomfortable, if it feels scary or sad. You do not have to put any attention into that reality that they're telling you, because you don't want it. So think about it as if it was fictional books that you're choosing to read or not to read. So you can read or listen to this book, a prediction of somebody, and you didn't like it. Oh yeah, I don't want to continue reading that book. I don't even want to see the end of the book. Let me tune into a different book, right? So it's the same thing as putting your energy on a horror movie and a rom-com, right? That you know the outcome, where everybody is always happy at the end, right? So choose where you're putting your attention to, so that you can create your own reality. And this was the biggest thing that came through for me, which I just said it, but I'm going to say it again differently, which is, it doesn't matter what anyone is saying that is going to happen or could happen. Understand that things do become a reality in your awareness, in your life, because there are a lot of people putting their attention to that reality outcome, right? If there was there was this huge earthquake and fire many years back in some place in Mexico, and a lot of people lost their lives. And then many years ahead, nothing had happened, they decided to create this memorial. They're going to go over there and remember what happened, and honor the people who had lost their lives and during that time. And guess what happened? When the people went to gather there to honor and remember what had happened many years ago, another earthquake and fires came by and more people lost their lives. Why? Because it's the collective of the energies all thinking and putting the attention on one thing. So all these people thinking and putting their emotions out into remembering what happened. And what happens with your emotions? They create things really quickly, right? You begin to feel, oh, poor people. Oh, that was terrible. All these things, all of the people collectively thinking that and feeling that at the same time in the same place brings on the reality. This is exactly how it happens. So if you see predictions out there and the predictions are talking about anything that doesn't feel nice enough for you, if you feel scary, sad, whatever, lacking, then do not give it any attention. Just say, that is interesting. Not for me. Not true for me. That's not true for me. And then move on. Move on to what you do want to see and create in your reality, in your life, right? So it might be the complete opposite. Fine. Begin creating it. Begin telling the story. Begin drawing it out. Begin writing it out, because whatever you're putting your attention to, you create. If the entire world got together at the same time and began to hold energetic hands together, like what we do in my healing mentoring circle, and giving that positive energy of healing to each other or to the whole group or to the entire world for an extended period of time with the emotion of love and light and healing and peace, what would happen? All of the chaos would cease, because it's a huge amount of people, consciousness coming together in the same time, in the same place, with the same mind, with the same thought, with the same focus of doing that one thing, of creating love and peace and health and joy and abundance. So it must happen, but we don't do it. Why don't we do it? It's too easy. We haven't had the proximity to seeing the results of it, because people who do it know for sure that it happens. But if you haven't experienced it, then it's just a thing. It's just a thought. It's just like something that I could or could not do. I don't know if it will work or not. You have to experience it in this three-dimensional world for you to believe it, right? You have to believe in it in order to make it happen first, right? And then you really solidify that you do have the power, that you do are able to do it, that you do have the ability to change things as you wish when you put your mind. So if you're not in my healing mentoring circle and you have friends, make a circle. Make a circle. It doesn't have to be live. If it's live, fabulous, fantastic. But it could be through the internet. It could be through Zoom. It could be through Messenger or whatever it is that you can see each other, and create this circle when you hold hands with your friends, all of you at the same time, with the intention of bringing love, peace, joy, abundance to, let's say, one particular place. And you will see the difference. There's been all kinds of studies that you can read about, and you can search them. Joe Dispenza has a lot of them that he talks about, that, people have done this, and then they have measured the amount of crime in the certain city that the monks or the people who were meditating were sending their energy there, and how it had dropped tremendously, right? That's just one group of monks, one group of people. You do have the power when you have the intention. So you don't have to be with me or anyone else. You can do this on your own. But when you do have a circle with more than one person, right? So at least two, you create your energy quadruples, right? So it's your energy plus their energy plus both their energies. That's 4 times. I know the math doesn't add up, but that's what they're showing me, that it amplifies like that. So just trust me on this, okay? Now you have 3 people. Imagine, right? It continues to grow. If you make a circle and you all hold hands energetically or live, you will be able to make your energy to go through the roof and expand and touch things so much faster and see the difference in yourself. You can create your own healing circles. Get your friends together, people who are mind like you, right? And create a healing circle to heal each other, where each time you make the circle and everyone sets the intention to send love to one of you, and then the next time you do it for the next person and the next person, and you go through this circle, and you will see and feel the difference. Because more souls together, higher energy concentrated into the one person healing, does make a difference. You can heal yourself as well. You can just create a circle between you and your guides, your angels, whomever it is, and intend that energy towards you. However, the reason that I keep talking about this circle and joining together with other people is because we are better givers than we are takers. So if I'm sitting here giving myself energy, somehow I don't give myself enough energy. I don't let myself go as much as I do when I'm doing it for someone else. Because when you're doing it for someone else, you're completely selfless. You really want to help them. You get out of your own way in order to help that other person. And then it's the joy of like, yes, I see that this actually helped for them. Amazing, right? Somehow we don't do that for ourselves at the same level because of the feeling of being unworthy, which is something that we're still working at releasing, right? Even if you have been doing the work, I have been doing the work for over 4 years now, 5 maybe, that still comes up for me. Here and there, it'll come up like, oh, not being worthy of, oh, that there it is again. Still another layer, still another layer. So it's still happening. And it's okay, we're human, we're living the human life. But this is why it's important to have the community, to have people around you that you can gather around and hold hands. And again, it doesn't have to be the physical hand. If you're not there, although that would be very powerful too and beautiful, it can be energetic hand. Like right now, you can hold my hands. There you go, and feel my energy as I send my love to you and I receive from you. Do you feel that? Do you feel that energy? It's different. It's different when you're sharing with someone else. We allow ourselves to get ourselves out of the way so that we can give. So make yourself a circle. Make yourself, there are circles of 8, there are circles of 11, there are circles of 12. A lot of people don't have that many people that are awake enough to make these circles like that. That's why I encourage you to come into the healing circle, my mentoring circle. If you want to come in there, we do that about once a month because we do different things the other weeks. And allow yourself to be a part of that, where we meet through Zoom and we hold hands and we heal ourselves, we heal each other, we heal the earth. This is the power. But again, you don't need to do that with me. You can do that with your own peers, your own people. I'm sure you have at least one person, one best friend, hopefully, that can see you and hear you and understand you, and you can do this with them. Make friends, people. Make friends with people in the community so that you can have someone to attach to and then create your own reality. Okay? So I'm going to bring it back. The energy for December is prepare yourself to receive the new codings, the new upgrades that are coming through for you right now, and allow yourself to be carried by the huge giant wave as you are putting your focus, your attention on the horizon of where you want to land, where you want to go, what you want to experience. And do not allow yourself to be distracted by what's right here or underneath you or on the side of you or even behind you. Just go straight there without worrying about anything else so that you can ride your wave the fastest and manifest and create the life that you want the fastest, the most beautiful way, the most abundant way, all of the things, right? Do that. So that's December. And then going into the new year of 2025, remember again, go within to feel what is true for you. To feel what is true for you when you are on your own, figuring out what it is that you want to go to or want to create or what life you want to live. And specifically, if you're going to be listening to and watching or reading different predictions from different people, remember to go within into your heart and feel. Does that feel really good to me? Am I super excited listening to that? If I am, keep listening. Put your energy onto that one message. And if that same person has other things that are not feeling as well, then you're like, just like this, just like you're moving a cloud on the sky. Not for me. Not for me. Not for me. Okay? Because it's going to be very important for you to protect your energy and not be dissuaded in all different places by all different things that people might say that are not aligned with your highest outcome in mind. You're the only one who knows what your highest outcome is for you, right? All right. I hope that this was clear. I hope that this helped you. I will come on again sometime to explain more about this as I'm receiving more of this information, as I'm seeing more. And if you have any questions after listening to this, maybe you want to listen to it a couple of times, that you might be able to like have actual questions like, okay, I didn't understand that, or can you explain that? Let me know and I'll answer those as well. All right. Again, I'm not seeing any other comments here, even though it says 10 comments. Thank you very much. Let me see. I'm just going to check my cell phone again, see if they showed up. Yes, I need to hear that. Stay focused on alignment and real. Yes. Hi, Glenda. And Healing Circle. Yeah, Healing Circle. Okay. Amazing. Love you. I will see you soon. Definitely coming back again sometime between this week and next week before the week of the holidays. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. Bye.